Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. In the morning, we are seeing one of the aspects of Yoga Abhyas, namely Moola Bandha. There are three types of Bandha which are spoken of: Jalandhar Bandha, Ujjain Bandha, and Moola Bandha. This is better now. Don't change the lights. So, these bandhas which are spoken of and practiced, they are making us more and more body oriented. And identification with the body is the primary cause of all the miseries in life. What is said as the primordial sin. The primordial sin is this. The other day I told you in Mahabharata, in Sanat Vijatiya, the sin is defined in a very unique manner. Normally, what do we understand by sin? Sin means, you should not have taken food on Ekadashi, but you have taken sin, you have taken food, therefore you have committed sin. Now, because of that sin, what will happen? Nothing, you will go directly to hell. There is a non-stop light. This is the baby kind of sin. Second sin is, you should not have touched the right hand, you have touched the left hand, and the sin has come. This is not spiritual life. See? You should have done the japa, but you have forgotten you have not done the japa. And therefore, now what should be done? Do prayaschitta, so that you can repeat again the same mistake. See, friends, the sin is defined as Anyatha santamatmanam anyatha pratipadyate. Kim tena na krutam papam chorina atma apahanna. We are essentially divine. But forgetting our own divinity, we have taken ourselves to be the body. And all the problems begin the moment you are identified with the body. There are three selves. One is Mukhyatma, the essential self, the divine self, Mukhyatma. Second is Mithyatma. Mithyatma is illusory self. And the third one is the Gaunatma, the non-essential self, Gauna, not very important. Or the secondary self we can take. Mukhyatma is one. Like electrical energy is one. It is not that the electrical energy in the bulb is light brand and in the cooler is cold brand and the heater is heat brand. No. Energy is always one. It appears differentiated because of the gadgets through which it is flowing. Similarly, the mind is one. The mind, when it flows out of the eyes, it is called as vision. The same mind flows out of the ears, called as the hearing ability. In the same manner, there is one essential self. Bhagavan Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Kshetrajnam chapi mam vidhi sarva kshetreshu bharata. Hey Arjun, know for certain that I is only one. There are not many eyes. That is the Mukhyatma, that is the essential self. And it is said that Vedesha sarvai ahameva vidya. This aham, this I, this is worthy of knowing. All other things are not essential. See? So this is the Mukhyatma, the essential self. Then the Mithyatma, the illusory self. The illusory self is when we get identified with the body, I am body notion is born. Now, the body has undergone so many changes. and a sweet little body, Shishu. Shishu there. Do you know why the child is called a Shishu in Sanskrit? Because the child can do she and shu anywhere, anytime. Therefore, she, shu, child. Now, that body is growing. Then it becomes a Kumar. Kumara means he who hits everybody. Kumara. This Kumar, this Kumar, Kumar. Then the body grows further, becomes a teenage. Like a teen, it makes lot of noise, teenage. So, who are you? Are you the Shishu? And if you are a Shishu, then who is the teenage? Where our childhood body has gone, find out. Where our teenage body has gone, find out. See, friends, so who are we? Not knowing this, we create an illusory self. And the illusory self is what? We keep on talking about our past. When I was there, I did this. When I was here, I did this thing. You are always only now and here. See, they can keep on moving here and there, people ask the same dumb question. Swamiji, out of so many places you move, which is the best place? But today I am in Ujjain, so I will say, there is nothing better than Ujjain. Because where I am, that is the best place. See, friends. So this illusory I, born after the body identification, is the cause of the secondary I. After we are identified with the body, then we become mother, father, husband, brother, wife, etc. And who is miserable? These secondary selves, they are miserable. See, friends, this principle, if you catch, understand, our Kumbh Mela is successful. The principle is very simple. One day, one lady in Europe, after my 2 days retreat, she asked me this question. Swamiji, you should have come in my life 25 years before. I said, even then I would not have married you. No, not like that. I would not have divorced 3 times. See? Their spirituality is divorce and start looking for a soulmate. Like we have a classmate, they have got a soulmate. When the soul goes, the shoe remains there. Friends, I said, anyway, it is too early for the next life. Then I said, I want to ask you a question. The question is, when you were married, your wife won. First time married, W1. And your husband was H1. So you are a pair, W1, H1. Then you divorce. Then again you got married. So W2, H2. Then again you separated. Third time you got married. Then W3, H3. Now my question is, W1 is equal to W2 is equal to W3 is equal to what? Where the W1 has gone, where the W2 has gone, where the W3 has gone. They have gone nowhere because they were nowhere. Can you separate the man and husband? Show where is the husband in the man. See, friends, man can become husband. The husband can never become man because he is already a man. We have become miserable. We cannot become happy because we are divine beings. Just discover this. See, friends, the bandha, the moola bandha is this. We are tied down ourselves to the gross body. And therefore, we get out of it. And how do we get out of it? Yan moolam sarva lokanam that which is the source of every experience. Friends, this is another word which is most misunderstood. Loka doesn't mean a place. Heaven is not a place. Hell is not a place. Nobody has seen hell and heaven. But we are told all funny things. If you do this thing, you will go to heaven. And what will you do in the heaven? Meditation. It is something like go for the honeymoon and do meditation. Friends, this hell and heaven is only a big bluff. Upanishad talks about heaven and hell. Heaven is defined as Swarge loke na bhayam kinchanasti na tatra tvam na jaraya viveti ubhe tirtva ashanaya pipase shokatiko modate swargaloke. Loka means experience. Swargaloka means swa means ourself, ga means gati. When we come back to our essential self, the three things happen. First, the problems born out of the body identification, old age and death, they evaporate. The problems born out of the pranamaya kosha, hunger and thirst, is never an issue. And the third one, the problems born out of the mind, shoka and moha, they have no place. Freedom from these six things is called as living in heaven. See, friends, therefore, the real Moola Bandha is, instead of struggling with the body and trying to close all the holes and suffocate inside and do something abnormal. Don't do too much. One example I will tell you. One day I went to somebody's house for food. Going for food in people's home is one of my professional hazards. But I had to go. So I went. And my friend, he was talking to his wife. See, I bought this iPhone new, but it is hanging again. I don't know. These people take money, but the phones don't work properly. The moment the husband is miserable, the wife is happy. She said, I know, you know nothing. Go and ask Swamiji, he will tell you. Look here. I can talk about I, but not iPhone. So, that Patita Pavana Sitaram, he came to me. And he said, Swamiji, I have referred to you. Do something. So I told him, start, he started. I said, go to the settings, he went to settings. I said, click. I said, now scroll down and he will come an option. Reset factory settings. Click that. He clicked that. Then I told him, again, when you click, there are again two options. All the data will be erased. Yes and no. Say yes, he did yes. All the data gone. I said, now restart. And the phone started working perfectly well. Now what was wrong? Be attentive. The device can handle only a limited capacity of apps. But because the apps are free download, we keep on downloading. You watch, look in your own phones. Out of all the apps that you have in your phone, how many apps you are really using? And when your machine is not able to handle all those apps, then the machine hangs up. So what is to be done? Go back to the factory setting. Friends, all of us at the factory setting are perfect. But we keep on doing free download. See, friends, and a time comes when all our factory settings are totally upset. And because of that, everything starts becoming abnormal. Don't overdo anything. Relax. Remain cheerful. That is the highest spiritual practice. But we, torture ourselves. See? We are grastas. Don't look at a yogi who has nothing else to do except sit and do asana. You have to look after your wife, your children. You can't do everything. But then we look at the picture. Oh, this tongue has gone here, this tongue has gone here. You put your tongue there and you become a tonga. Don't do that. Moola Bandha, come to know the moola of the whole world. Therefore, Moolam Janmoolam Sarvalokanam Yanmoolam Chitta Bandhanam. So in this Moolam, let our mind be dissolved. When the mind dissolves in the consciousness, liberation has happened. And liberation is what? It is not liberation for I, but it is liberation from I. The problem is not of the world. Many people ask this funny question. One day one person very seriously asked this question. Swami, you are a devotee of Krishna Bhagavan. I said, yes. Any objection? He said, no. When is your Krishna going to take avatar? And then he told me there is no hurry, a lot of time. He said, this is the worst time in the history of humanity. I said, who told you? Earlier the world was not bad? I don't think it was as bad as it is today. Very good. Afterwards, the world will not be worse than this? No, I don't think. Very good. Earlier you were there? No. Later you will be there? Of course not. Now the world is bad, worse, because you are there. You disappear. The world is most beautiful. We want to improve God's creation. Friends, spiritual life according to Bhagavad Gita, Uttaredatmanatmanam Natmanam avasadaye Atmaiva Atmano Bandhu Atmaiva Ripuratmana. We are here for our evolution. Then what will happen to the world? The one who created, let him suffer. Why you suffer? See, this basic error in the spirituality is social service. See, most of the social workers have got a very peculiar characteristic. They are total failure in their own house and they are not satisfied with their failure, therefore they want to destroy the society. Don't get into it. Look after your beautiful family, be cheerful and happy, then the things will start happening around you. We keep the cow in our house for milk. The cow dung will come free. We don't keep the cow for cow dung. It comes free. Spiritual evolution is the only purpose of human life. After this was said, now in the 28th mantra, the Upanishad says, Anganam samatam vidyat same brahmani liyate noche naiva samanatva rujutvam shushka vrukṣavata. Straightness like a dead tree. You must have seen when a tree is dead, it is very still. Whether the wind comes, nothing happens. It is dead. If it's a live tree, then the wind, it moves. So here the teacher says, Anganam samatva, steadiness of the body. It should not mean that we end up in a wooden log. No. See, any path you talk about, Karma Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga, Bhakti Yoga or Jnana Yoga, the four paths, all of them aim at the same destination. Karma Yoga, Siddhya Siddhyo Samo Bhutma Samatvam Yoga Ujjate. When you do something, whether succeed or fail, your equanimity of the mind is undisturbed. Karma Yoga. Ashtanga Yoga, Bhagavad Gita tells in the 6th chapter, Atmopamena sarvatra samam pashyati Arjuna sukham va yadi va dukkham sa yogi paramo mata. He is a super deluxe yogi. He who is able to appreciate and be happy in the happiness of others, he is a yogi. And he who is able to extend a helping hand if he comes across a miserable person, that is a yogi. One person asked me this question, Swamiji, what is the secret of your happiness? I said, my secret is this. I am happy in the happiness of others. He said, means what? I said, I go to attend people's marriages. So that is the only day they are happy. So that time I am there. Rest of the time they suffer. But then I go for the next marriage. Our life beautiful. Samatvam, equanimity. That is ultimate. Then you come to the path of devotion. Tulya ninna stutir mauni santushto yena kenachit. Whether somebody is glorifying you or somebody is condemning you, the devotee is at peace. He is not disturbed. And on the path of knowledge, Vidya Vinay Sampanne Brahmane Gavyastini Shuni Jaiva Shvapakecha Panditaha Samadarshinaha Ihaiva Taihi Jitaha Sargaha Yesham Samya Stitam Manaha Nirdoshami Samam Brahma Tasmati Brahmani Stitaha. Therefore, the real yoga is maintaining the equanimity under all conditions. Nothing should disturb us. But that doesn't mean we become dead, because a dead body is never disturbed. No. And therefore he teaches here, Anganam Samatam Vidya Same Brahmani Liyate. Like, now see, this is very subjective. Like, vision is equanimous to all colors and forms. The ears are equanimous to all the sounds. Whether it is Ramanam Satya hai or it is Atitya Khandala, both sounds are heard equally. See, mind is equal, whether it is a divine thought or it is a devilish thought, whether it is a creative thought or a destructive thought, mind is the same. See, friends, in this Atma Sanyama Yoga, Bhagavan Sri Krishna defines God realization. Because yoga is meant for God realization. And there are only two conditions, not three, only two. See? He says there, Jitatmanaha Prashantasya Paramatma Samahitaha Shitoshna Sukhadukkeshu Tatha Manapamanayoho. Paramatma Samahitaha. He has already attained merging in Paramatma. Who? Only two conditions. Shita Ushna Sukha Dukkheshu Jitatmanaha. When the pairs of complementary opposite come and dash against such a yogi, his equanimity remains uncorrupted. He is eva the same. First condition. 50% realization has happened. Now the second thing. Manapamanayoho prashantasya. Mana apamana. Honor, dishonor. Both of them are equanimous. Such a person, Paramatma Samahita, he has merged in the divine. Therefore, Samatvam is this. And if we imagine Samatvam is, you simply sit down, Samam Kaya Shirogrivam Dharayan Achalan Siram Nasikagram Sampreksham. Nasikagra. Look at the tip of the nose. Tip of the nose. Whose wife's? No, your own. Some Nasikagram. Bhagavan Krishna says. Now, which is the tip of the nose? There are two tips. One tip is away from ourselves, the one which is seen. Other end of the nose is the beginning of the nose. So where to fix the mind or the vision? That is not the meaning. Meaning is remain undisturbed. And this remaining undisturbed should be like what? Be very attentive. water is undisturbed, whether it is jumping in the form of the waves or it is deep in the ocean. When the waves break, nothing happens to the water. When the ocean is deep, the water doesn't drown in the ocean. In the same manner, samatva should not be only simply being steady, not moving at all. No. Yogarato va, bhogarato va, sangarato va, sangavihinaha, yasya brahmani ramate chittam, nandati, nandati, nandati eva. That is what is meant by straight or the steadiness of the posture. Otherwise we simply sit like a wooden rock and then after that we suffer. Don't do that. Remain cheerful and happy. No chenna samanatvam rujutvam shushka vrukshavat. Now hereafter the vision is given. Drishtim jnanamayam krutva pashyet brahmamayam jagat sa drishti paramodhara na nasagravalokini. Now in the Yoga Shastra they tell that focus your drishti on the tip of the nose, and therefore you must have seen there are various mudras. They will be focusing their eyes right here on the Agya Chakra and then looking like this thing. And after that, body seen or not, headache is guaranteed. Don't get carried away by that. See? Now what is the drishti vision? Drishti jnanamayam krutva pashyet brahmamayam jagat. Friends, whatever we accept ourselves to be, accordingly the world is seen. If I associate myself with money, and we associate ourselves with money in two ways, either I have a lot of money or I have no money. So if I am poor, what is the world for me? The world is made up of two types of people, those who are poor, those who are rich. If I associate myself with the body, then the world is consisting of men and women. If I am associated with the age, then the world is consisting of old and young. We see the world, what we have recognized ourselves. If I consider myself to be Indian, then the world is Indian, non-Indian. In the deep sleep, who are you? Man, woman, young, old, married, brahmachari, rich, poor, Indian, non-Indian, Hindu, Muslim, who are you? None. Our own experience is the only way to reach the reality. So this is the drishti, this is the vision. With this vision, when you move in the world, you'll come to know if you have recognized your own divine self. If I am divine, the world is necessarily divine. See, there is a saying in Sanskrit, Papi sarvatra papam ashankate. A sinful man thinks only sins in this world. There was one Indian elderly man, he went to USA to his children, his son and wife, both of them were working. And naturally they go for work, so they used to put this old man in one mall. You go and Papa, stay there for the whole day, we'll come in the evening, pick you up, take these dollars, spend whichever way you want. Now this old man will go and sit there, look around here and there, and typical Indian vision, asking about everybody's kundalini. Every time the same topic. So he was sitting somewhere and there was another person sitting. And two persons were coming identically dressed. Pant and a t-shirt, same type of haircut, like the twins, and hugging each other, dancing and coming. Now these Indian oldies have got special characteristics. They want to improve the whole world and they have to comment on everything. So when this old man saw these two persons coming, youngsters, asked the other person, look, what kind of culture in this country. Both the boys are hugging and kissing and walking like this thing. So that person said, excuse me, they are not boys. One is boy, other is girl. How do you know? Are you their father? No, I am their mother. Look here. We get so lost only in this world. See, friends, therefore, when you come to know your divine nature, from that standpoint, everything is divinity. That is the ultimate vision. See, be very attentive. Devotion is trying to see God objectively. Invocation of Kundalini is trying to experience God subjectively. Both are the same paths. When we are objective in our approach, we follow the path of devotion and take the ghanti in the hand or Sri Guru Charana Saroja Raja Niyamana Guru Sudhari devotion. And if we are wanting it to be subjective, then we sit down and then start pumping the air and do kumbhak on the Muladhar and Muladhar Chakra Bheda they call it. Chakra Bheda. Veda doesn't mean opening. Veda means a secret. But without knowing the secret, they will be doing all kinds of things and then there are very funny experiences and that becomes their spiritual practice. See friends, that is not right. Therefore, the ultimate is this. Never condemn yourself. Papoham, papa karmaham. Why papi? You are divine. Insist. You are not bad. You are divine. And with that, look at the world. That is the ultimate vision. Therefore, it is Drushti Jnanamayam Krutva Pashyat Brahmamayam Jagat Sadrushti Paramodara. That is the supremely wonderful vision. And Na Nasa Gravalokini. Not that vision, you keep on looking at the tip of the nose and then suffer. No. See, the words must be taken in the spirit in which they are said. When we are told, naak ke seedhe mein chale jao. So, you are going in a straight line of the nose. Then you get some scratching here. So you move. Oh, now you walk this way. No. See, be steady on your pursuit. Nasagravalokini. Now continuing further. Darshtu darshana drushyanam viramo yatra vabhave drushti tatraiva kartavyam na nasagravalokini. That is the second meaning of the right vision. Is drashtu darshana drushyanam viramo yatra bhave. Be attentive. Every experience has got these three components. Any experience you take. This is called a triputi. The object that is seen, the experience of the seen object, and the experiencer. So, jnata, jnana, and jneya. Bhokta, bhoga, and bhogya. Karta, karma, kriya. Triputi. That experience where this triputi dissolves, there is no triputi. That knowledge, that experience where these three factors are not born, that is the ultimate vision. Now, right now you get that vision, right now, not posthumous. You see me, how do you see? Of course by your eyes. Unless you are sleeping. And what is your experience? I see Swamiji, number one. Then the Swamiji is seen by me, number two. But I am not Swamiji. Crazy. So, in this triputi, a sense of not I-ness is born. Triputi or the knowledge which is gathered through the faculty of mind, a sense of not I-ness is naturally created. See? This is a book. I know this is a book, but I am not the book. This is a donkey. I know this is a donkey. People may call me, but I am not the donkey. See? So that experience of knowledge in which not I-ness is born is at the level of the mind. Now, see this vision where Tripudi does not exist. Do we know ourselves? Whether I am or I am not is an option there. Be very attentive, very subtle knowledge, be very, very attentive. Now there is day, there is no night. So options are there, whether there is day or there is night. Now there is heat, it is not cold. Option is there. We are in Ujjain, we are not in Indore. Option is there. This is 2016, it is not 1947. Option is there. That experience where not I-ness and an option is possible, that is samsara. Now come to your own experience. Do we have this option whether I am or I am not? Think. We do not have the option whether I am or I am not. When I am not, this experience is not possible. Is it wise to say I am? When we say it is a day, therefore it is not a night. But when we say there is no possibility of denying one's existence, is it wise to say that I am? So what is our experience? Our experience is beyond is and is not. You don't have to do anything. In being, there are no efforts. In becoming, there is nothing but efforts. See, friends, this is the ultimate vision. See? And na nasa grav lokini. There is one more practice in Yoga Shastra. It is called a tratak. In that tratak, they keep a flame on a candle top and start looking at it with all concentration. And the claim is, you will improve your concentration. Be attentive. We are aware of ourselves or we concentrate on ourselves. You concentrate only on the not self. You are aware of the self. Therefore, self-awareness. There is no self-concentration. See, friends. Therefore, anything that takes you away from your own being is not the right vision. Anything. This experience where the not-I-ness is not born, that is the ultimate vision. Therefore, drashtu darshana drishyanam viramo yatra va bhavet drishti tatraiva kartavya. Be aware of this. Drishti tatraiva kartavya. Na nasagravalokine. When you look through your sense organs, you go away from yourself. Do you know yourself? Of course, I know. How do you know yourself? Through the eyes? No. By licking yourself? No. By smelling yourself? No. By holding yourself? No. How do you know you are? Our existence does not require any recognized means of knowledge. This Pramana Nirapeksha Anubhuti is experience where the business of known means of knowledge is not required. That is the ultimate vision. Friends, we all know this, what I told you. It's nothing that you do not know, you know it. That is why when we go to the temple, the moment we go, what we do? We put our hands together and close our eyes. You are going to see the God, man, and you are closing your eyes because you know the truth is not away from you. You are that reality. See, friends, that is the ultimate vision. But instead of that, you keep on concentrating on the world. You are going away from yourself. Kittadi sarva bhaveshu brahmatve naiva bhavana nirodha sarva vrittinam pranayamasya uchyate. Now what is the pranayam that is said? Pranayam we all know. There is one Kapalabhati and there is one Bhasrika and there is one Brahmari pranayam and then there is one Anulom Vilom. So many of them. We attend them. Suppose I am a teacher and teaching Sanskrit and you are students and you did some mistakes. So I become very angry and I want to punish you. So what will be the punishment? I will ask you, write down Bhagavad Gita in Sanskrit 21 times. Oh God, 21 times start. Dhritarashtravacha, Prathamagrase Machika Pata, Dhruta. How to write Dhru? This way or this way? Punishment, you have to write. If I am a military officer and you are the new recruits and you do mistake, what punishment will I give? Lift your rifle above your head with the full backpack, 20 kilos, heavy shoes, and run around the parade ground 21 times. Oh God, there is no God, you have to do it. Suppose I am a yoga teacher and you do mistake, then I will punish you. What will be the punishment? Do Anulom Vilom Pranayam for 21,000 times. 21,000 times my nose will break, sir. Okay, do it 2100 times. No, 2100 is too much. I am feeling pity for my nose. Okay, Baba, do 21 times. Okay, I will do it. And the student starts pumping the air. After he finishes 5, 6, then I tell him, stop now. Now a question. Why you are tired of doing pranayam 21,000 times? Why? Oh, it is too difficult. Very good. Now, how many times you breathe per day? According to medical science, we breathe 15 times per minute. It comes to 200 times per day in 24 hours. Has anybody ever said, come on, I am damn tired of breathing, I am not going to breathe? What is the difference? Breathing happens. Pranayam is done. Where something is done, you are not normal. Think, friends. Therefore, here the real pranayama is Nirodha Sarvurtina. All your thoughts come to a total suspension. You know, among the different pranayams, the Puraka, Rechaka, and Puraka Kumbhaka and Rechaka Kumbhaka, and the fifth one is the that Kumbhaka which is not done. It happens. It's called as Kevala Kumbhaka. This is what Kevali Mudra. In that you don't put any efforts. And this happens only when your body and mind, they are in a process of detachment, without going to sleep and without attaining death. When the mind slowly starts giving up its hold on the body, the metabolism or the PMR, metabolic rate, falls down. And because the metabolic rate falls down, the oxygen requirement is minimum. And it slowly leads to the Kevala Kumbhaka. That is the ultimate pranayama. And in that state, Sarvavrutti Nam Nirodha, all your thought process comes to a standstill. See, friends, therefore, Chittadi Sarvabhaveshu Brahmatve Naiva Bhavana. See, one of the spiritual practices is Bhavana. Be attentive. We all live only on the foundation of Bhavana. I'll tell you the meaning of this Bhavana through one example. There was one old movie which I had seen many years before. And the movie goes very beautiful way. There was Hindu-Muslim riots, and some Hindus came and massacred the Muslim families. And there was one small little child in a cradle. So there was a Hindu neighbor lady. She just went and lifted that small child and held with her. So those people killed everything except the child because it was with this lady. And after some time the child grew. He that so small, 6 months, he doesn't know what is what. And when he grew, came to the age of about 18 or 20, again the Hindu-Muslim riots broke. And then this boy, he decided, I will go and kill those Muslims. They are terrible. I will teach them. And he goes with the sword in his hand. That time his foster mother tells him, before you go, listen. He tells, this is what happened. You are essentially a child of a Muslim parents. They were all killed. You are with me. Nobody knows this other than me. And you were brought up as a Hindu. Now you decide whether you are a Hindu or you are a Muslim. We all lead a life of bhavana. One person thinks, I am very smart. It's only bhavana. Other call him fool. But he has the bhavana. I am very This bhavana is one of the techniques of spiritual practice. This was practiced by many masters. Few of them like Anandamayi Maharaj. The second one was Bhagwan Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. He was so easily able to merge with anything without effort. That was his natural way. He did sadhana of different types. Then he did the sadhana from a Muslim lady according to Islam. And that time he became so much, one with that thought that his chest became like the woman's bosom because of that bhavana. Therefore, if we have to do the bhavana, why we should do the bhavana? Papoham papa karma. Insist. You are divine. Friends, on the spiritual path, there are two things. One is vidhi, second is nishedha. What I am not, reject it. What I am, assert it. So, natvam deho nendriyani na prano na mano na bhi vigaditvat vinashitvat drishyatvacha gatoyata. Like a pot which is seen, which is modifying and which is destroyed, in the same manner The body, the mind, intellect, etc., they are seen, they modify, they are destroyed. Therefore, as you are not the pot, you are none of them. So the first part of the spiritual practice is rise above the Panchakoshas. And when we rise above the Panchakoshas, then the question comes, then who am I? There we are told, you are not the body, etc., but you are the embodied. And what is that embodied? Some name is given. And that name is, you are Jiva. And we hold on to that dumb thing called the Jiva. There is nothing like Jiva. Don't get held away. It is here most of the people who are lost in this Dvaita, they get lost. And they will always talk about last life, this life, sin and merit, going hell and heaven, getting lost only in that. Because the purpose of telling this is not understood. If we have to discard the body identification, then the question comes, then who am I? So answer is given. Answer is Jiva. Now find out what is the Jiva. But we don't find out. And unknown is indicated by X. X in our mathematics, unknown entity, unknown quantity is Jiva in the spiritual language. Take an example. Suppose a student is given a problem to be solved in the examination. There are 3 pots and they had 5, 10 and 15 kilograms of milk. And they had 2%, 5% and 7% fat respectively. And when all the 3 milks are mixed together, what will be the average percentage of fat in that collective sample? How he will start? Suppose the average percentage of fat in the collective sample is X%. And then submit the paper. Will he get the marks? He has to establish the value of X. In the same manner, we are told, you are not body, but you are embodied. The embodied is Jiva. And we accept it. Find out what is the Jiva. And when you find out the Jiva, you come to know there is nothing like Jiva in this world. You are divine, not the Jiva. To understand this Jiva, I'll give you your personal experience. Very simple. Man is Paramatma. Husband is Jiva. Now what is the difference between man and husband? Man is happy, husband is miserable. Number 1. Number 2. Can the man and husband remain separate from each other? Never. Number 3. Man is. He became husband. And when the wife goes away, what happens to husband and what happens to man? Will the husband go? He cannot go anywhere. Because when there is no wife, he cannot be a husband. And nothing happens to the man. And therefore, when the body dies, nothing happens either to Paramatma or to Jivatma or to the body. Instead of learning and accepting this divine principle, we get carried away by all these funny things. Last life, this life, next life. Because the moral of the story is not understood. The only purpose of bringing the topic of Jiva in our scriptures is stop blaming the world for your miseries. You are squarely responsible for everything that is happening in your life. We all have these default settings. I am miserable because of my wife, because of my husband, because of my children, because of my boss, because of my subordinate, because of government. And when my attention is I am miserable because of something else, what will be my spiritual practice? Try to improve or change the world. World cannot be changed. This world has always been like this. But we have this funny notion. We have to change this world. See, friends, this is what is the real pranayama. So, nirodha sada vrittina, then all your thoughts come to a standstill. Meaning what? You move in this world, you go through all the experiences, but do not create an experiencer. See, friends, the mind is of such a quality that it is like a mirror. A mirror reflects everything. A mirror rejects nothing. At the same time, the mirror retains nothing. Same way, go through all the experiences of life, but do not allow any memories to be formed. Memories are formed when we interact violently. You look at anything or anybody only once and go ahead. No memory will be formed. See, in the window shopping we go, and there that useless lady is standing, and there is a nice sari and big board sale, and the label is in such a manner that you cannot see from outside. You have to go inside the shop. And there it is said, originally it is 25,000, now only 2,500. So you go inside and see how much money I am saving, but my husband never understands, that I am not spending money, I am saving money. 25,000 and 2,500. How much saving it is? And with that impression formed in the mind, then the wife goes home. And after I have gone home, then she is all the time with a swollen face. Husband, what happened? Who cares what happens to me? Does anybody care in this house? I am just a servant here, unpaid. Now the husband's purse starts moving. See, because the impression is formed on the mind. Move in the world, don't allow any impressions to be formed. Then, sarva vritti nam nirodha. Then you don't have to struggle. Chitta vritti nirodha yoga. No. Thoughts will not erupt in your mind. You will remain at peace. Like we see the rainbow, we never have a thought, I should have it. We go and see a beautiful sunset on the seaside, we don't think, I should take the ocean in my house. Infinite, we never desire. Finite, we always desire. And when we desire infinite, illusions happen. Space is infinite. Eyes can only see, but space cannot be seen. That result is optical illusion happens. See, friends. And then that optical illusions is taken as real. Therefore, real pranayama is not only changing the frequency of breathing, holding it, no. When the pranayama happens, effortlessly, your mind is at peace, leading to the Kevala Kumbha. Friends, next time when you sit for your meditation, be aware of this. When your breathing has become extremely slow and shallow, that is the master key. That quality of breathing, which is effortless, extremely slow, nasa bhyantara charina, as if the air is moving within the nostrils, and slow and shallow, not very deep. Whenever your breathing becomes deep, you are entering sleep. And whenever breathing becomes fast, your body identification is happening. This quality of breathing, it happens naturally if we are following what we are told. That is the real meaning of pranayama. Other is only playing with the nose. Nishedhanam prapanchasya rechakakya samiratah brahmaivasmiti ya vritti purako vayuruchyate. Now, in the pranayam, Purak pranayam and Rechak pranayam, these are two. Purak means to fill in, Rechak means to empty. So first of all, Nishedhanam prapanchasya Rechakakya samirita. When we reject the objectivity as an illusion, that is the Rechak pranayam. When we recognize this world is merely a projection of the mind and not real, you can never have any thought of improving this world. Whenever we want to improve this world, we have taken this world to be very real. Therefore, Nishedhanam prapanchasya. Where the dream goes when you are out of the dream, where the waking world goes when you are in the deep sleep, where the experience of absence goes when you are out of the sleep, where the experience of your samadhi goes when the samadhi ends. They go nowhere because they are nowhere. When we wake up from this waking dream to our essential nature, we will never ask a question. You know, in Vedanta, the most popular example is snake and the rope. You may not know Brahman, but you must know snake and the rope. The snake is for the disciple to be beaten, and the rope is for the Guru to hang himself. And thus, the Bhed Guru Shishya is over, both of them are realized. So somebody says, see, I went there, it was a rope, but I thought it is a snake, then I took the torch. And then 50% I knew that it is a snake, but 50% is a rope. It can never happen. Either it is a rope or it is a snake. In the absolute, fractions are not possible. Either you know the truth or you don't know the truth. See, friend. Therefore, first of all, here, Nishedhanam prapanchasya. The word is dropped without any efforts. See, friends, where Rama's Ayodhya has gone, where Krishna's Dwarka has gone, where Ravana's Lanka has gone. No even a trace anywhere. But we think, I am going to do this, going to do that. See, friends, don't take this world too seriously. Whatever we are doing here is for a time pass, not for improving the world, but to keep ourselves occupied. And when you are occupied, mind is controlled. When you are not occupied, the mind will be torturing us. And therefore, function in this world without expectation of any kind. That is called a time pass. Therefore, Nishedhanam prapanchasya rechakakya samirita and brahmaivasmiti ya vritti purako vayuruchyate. And then purak pranayam is that assert. You all must be doing japa of various mantras. Continue doing. Suppose you are doing Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Now we do this mantra. What is the meaning? Shivaya is a dative case, Chaturtha Vibhakti. Namaha is Avyaya. Namaha always comes with a dative case. So the translation will be Om Namah Shivaya, salutations to Shiva. In this, there is no I. The mantra is not Aham Shivam Namami. No. Namah Shivaya. So, surrender, salutation to the Shiva, and in that salutation, I disappears. Without knowing, we simply mechanically, Om Shiva, Om Shiva, Om Shiva, Om Shiva, Om Shiva, Om Shiva, Om Shiva. And our mantra goes in such a speed that all the gods are confused. They ask, यार किसके बारे में बोल रहा है? Now, all these mantras are okay in their own place. Now try this mantra. It is said here, Brahmai Vasmiti Ya Vritti. Assert you are infinite. Now what is infinite in our experience? The space. Space is uncreated. Space has no beginning, no middle, no end. Space doesn't modify. Space supports the remaining four elements without getting influenced by any one of them. In the same way, the conscious space that we are, like the four elements in the space, the earth, waters, fire and air, they do not touch, mate, burn or dry the space respectively. In the same manner, the conscious space that I am, waking comes, goes, dream comes, goes, deep sleep comes and goes, samadhi begins and ends. And I, the conscious space, is the same. So Rechak Pranayam give up the status of reality to the world, and Purak Pranayam assert Mattaha Smriti Jnanam Apovanancha. Waking along with the waking world and the waker, dream along with the dream world and the dreamer. So also the deep sleep and samadhi, they are in me. But I am not influenced by any one of them. This is Purak Pranayama. Therefore, Nishedhanam Prapanchasya Rechakakya Samiritaha Brahmaivasmi Dhiyavrutti Purako Vayurujjate Tatastat Vritti Naishchalyam Kumbhaka Prana Hayamaha. Now the Kumbhak Pranayam. Tatastat Vritti Naishchalyam. Then be firmly established in this, that this world is only an appearance. It appears, but it doesn't exist. Like the wrinkles on the cloth. Wrinkles on the cloth, they appear, but they don't exist. When we move an iron box on the wrinkles of the cloth, where do the wrinkles go? They go nowhere, because they are nowhere. But I have seen with my own beautiful eyes. You may see, you may experience. That doesn't mean it exists. This experience which doesn't exist is called as illusion. Like the sunrise and sunset. Sun never rises, never sets. It is the movement of the earth which is superimposed on the sun. And therefore we say sunrise, sunset. Even after you know, it will start appearing like the same way. In the same manner, after having known very well, the sky doesn't have a color. The blueness of the sky is optical illusion. After you know, yet there will be perception of the blue color of the sky. See, friends, in this manner, tatastha vruddhi naishchalyam, thereafter there is no doubt whatsoever. It is steady wisdom. Dukkeshu anadvignamanaha, sukeshu vigataspuraha, vitaraga bhayakrodaha, stitadehi muni uchate. This steadiness in the wisdom is called as the kumbhaka pranayama. Kumbhaka pranayama. Ayam chapi prabuddhanam pajnanam grana pridanam. But what we spoke is for those who are contemplative seekers of truth. And ajnanam and those who are still holding on to the body, for them grana pridanam, they are destroying their own nose. See? Close the right nostril, pump the air from the left one, then close the left nostril, then breathe out from the right, then breathe in from the right nostril, then close the right nostril, then breathe out from the left nostril, then it has become one pranayam, and in this manner you do, and while doing it, we forget किधर से खींचा था, किधर छोड़ना है. That becomes our tragedy. Friends, the real pranayama is this. Don't take this world to be real. This world has always been like this. There is nothing new. That is why Bhagavad Gita is eternal. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya. Getting influenced by the attachment to the children. Mamaka, Pandava, Shaiva, Kimakurvata, Sanjaya. That attachment to the children, as it was at the time of Mahabharata, today also it is the same. See, as my Dhritarashtra was fighting that my children should have the throne and not my brother's children, is it not today? See, in all the political parties, my son will be the next one, next chief minister. This samsara is always the same. Let us not waste our time on this world and destroy our opportunity to be happy. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnahat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya